All right, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yoga, getting centered. So please come to sit in a comfortable position for you, however that looks for you. And feel your shoulders drop down your back, the crown of the head lifting toward the ceiling. And taking a deep breath in and out as the eyes close and start to tune in to this body. It's often that we have we'll call it complicated relationship to our bodies. There's things that might not work anymore the way they used to. We wish were different or better. There are things that we appreciate, of course, about our bodies. We love about our bodies. Things that we're so about. And all of that has to do with preference. And so I want you just to suspend preference of this body and just see it as it is in this moment. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not even neutral. It just is. You are just in this body. It's as if you're looking upon this body with kind eyes, compassionate eyes. No matter what is here, no matter what's aching, no matter what feels great, looking upon it with kind eyes. And notice that when you kind of switch this perspective from analyzing to just being present with, that the mind also starts to shift away from stress states or dysregulation, hyperactivity. It's almost like being kind and viewing your body is creating a calmness in your consciousness. And in that way, you could even turn that kind gaze toward your mind, all of the things that you've brought with you today, the residue from your day, the anticipation of the future, your feelings about the present. Looking kindly on this mind, just like the body. The mind has been here and worked hard for you and might not be the way it used to be. That's okay. Looking at yourself with kindness. A teacher once told me that the way you can tell that you are progressing in your consciousness practice, in this case, yoga, is that you are kinder to yourself. And as we move into our practice, if you start to notice something that feels out of sorts or that you would normally judge, catch that thought, that judgment, and look upon yourself with kindness. Not judging yourself for judging yourself, but kindness to all perspectives. So with your next inhale, or take a deeper, fuller breath, I should say, in and out. And bring your palms to the heart, bowing to this body, this energy and mind. And may this practice be in service of that. Rubbing the palms together, creating heat. Take the heated palms over the eyes, brushing gently over the top of the head and down your neck, and bringing yourself back to the space around you. Good, welcome back. So we're going to begin tonight on our backs. So move any props you're sitting on off to the side and please come to lay down. Taking your time with this transition, but once you get onto the floor, you can hug your knees into your chest. And it might feel just good at the start here just to rock gently from side to side. massaging the muscles along the back, especially the lower back, into the floor. And you can make this a bit more dynamic if you'd like to, is taking your knees into your hands and just sort of moving the knees and hips around as you rock from side to side. There's no really wrong way to do this. For me, it kind of feels like the motion of rowing a boat, but you can move your hips in any way that feels good for you. Doesn't have to follow any specific rhythm or repetition. Good. And then bring the knees to stillness. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, curl your chin in toward your throat. Bring your forehead up toward the knees. Shoulders lift. Stay up for the inhale. And exhale, release the shoulders and head back down. Stay down for the inhale. Exhale, curl back up into a ball. And exhale, curl back down. Staying down for the inhale. Exhale, curling back up. Stay up for the inhale. And exhale, curling back down one more time for now. Curling on up. And curling on down. Please bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath the knees, shoulder width apart. With your next inhale, please lift your fingertips toward the ceiling and arms all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. As you exhale, release the arms up and back down again. Inhale, lifting the arms up and overhead. And exhale, releasing the arms back down. A couple more times, just the arms, getting the shoulders warmed up here a little bit. And let's go ahead and add the hips. Lift the arms as you've been doing, but pick up the hips, reach the pelvis toward the ceiling, bridge pose. Exhale, release the arms and hips back down. Inhale, bridge. Exhale, release. Keep going. Inhale, bridge. And exhale down a few more times. Inhale. Exhale. And try to keep the feet flat on the floor the entire time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to hold the pose this time. Go ahead and come on up. Good. Now we're going to do a little bit of a pulsing or thrusting with the hips here. So become aware of the engagement of your lower back in this pose and your glutes. You're going to release those engagements slightly. The hips drop down and then squeeze back up. And then release the engagement. The hips drop just slightly and then squeeze back up. Release down. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the lower back, press up. Release those. Squeeze up. Keep breathing. Release and squeeze. Release and squeeze. Just a few more times. Two and one. Press up to your highest point. And then carefully release the arms and hips on down. Notice sensation when you get to the floor. You might feel some heat in the lower back and the glutes, and maybe even around the pelvis and the front of the hips. Good. And then please bring your right knee into your chest, holding on to the knee, and extend your left leg down to the floor, flexing both feet. Good. Holding behind the right thigh with both hands. Keep the feet flexed. Inhale, extend the right heel toward the ceiling. And exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling, reach. And exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. A couple more times. Good. Extend and exhale, bend. Now, I want to give you two options for this next pose. So, from simplest to traditionally more extensive, you can just keep the knee bent as it is now and take it across the body and twist. We do this one sometimes. If you want to make it a bit more extreme, and that's completely up to you, there's no expectations here, you can extend the leg toward the ceiling and then take the leg all the way across. Try not to kick anything around you. Of course, if you have spatial constraints, this one might not be appropriate, but either one of these poses, the right leg, either way, is going to come across the body toward the floor on the left side. Your right arm extends out behind you, arm and shoulder on the floor. And you can even turn the chin to the right if that's okay on your neck. Coming into a twist. Beautiful. With your next inhale, go ahead and unwind and extend the right leg down. Good. Let's do that series on the other side. So go ahead and bring your left knee into your chest, flex both feet. We'll stay here for just a breath or two. And then hold behind the left thigh with both hands. Inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling or reach through the heel. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And bend. Let's do a couple more times. Last one, extend and bend. And we're going to come into the twist now. And again, you can have the knee bent like this and take it across the body. You can also extend the leg toward the ceiling and keep the leg straight and take it across the body. All right. So pick which one you want to do. And once you're in the twist, ground your left shoulder and left arm to the floor behind you. You might even turn the chin to the left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind. You can relax the left leg down for a moment, feel sensation. Good. And then go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. And take the knees wide, the soles of the feet together in butterfly, holding onto the ankles, the shins, or maybe even onto the pinky edge of the feet. Good. Feeling the knees go wide, feet coming in toward the body. Now, in this pose, butterfly, you can rock gently from side to side. And think about trying to curl the lower back down to the floor as you do so. Just a little bit of a hip opening massage for the lower back. Just a few more times. Good. Then bring the hips to stillness. Release the feet to the floor, and then gently roll to your right side. And we're going to come on up to hands and knees. Table pose. Good. Just start by sinking back into child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. And with your arms extended forward, have your hands flat on the floor. And with your next inhale, go ahead and slither forward down onto your abdomen. Now, the hands stay still. So once you come onto your belly, the hands are down by your rib cage, not underneath your shoulders like we might normally do. From here, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the chest and head, press the arms straight and lift your knees, upward facing dog. And then exhale, feel a pull behind your navel that pulls you back into downward facing dog. Good. And inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Hands stay planted. Go ahead and slither forward down onto your belly. Press the arms straight. Take the shoulders back. Knees lift, upward facing dog. And then exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Slither forward into upward facing dog, pressing the arms straight, shoulders back, knees up. And then exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. We're going to do this 2 more times for now. Floating on down, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Keep the hands planted. Slithering forward, press into upward facing dog. And exhale, carefully pull back into downward facing dog. 1 more time, floating down. Child's pose. Slithering into upward facing. Pulling back into downward facing dog. And go ahead and stay in down dog. You can walk the feet forward if you need to a few inches. And just start to walk the dog out, pressing a heel to the floor and bending the opposite knee. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose. Now, staying in child's pose, please bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up. And we're going to do a little bit of work here on our knees. So if you need to bring a blanket or bring some support underneath your knees here, please do so. Now, with your next inhale, we're going to come into a version of hero's pose. So sweep the arms out to the sides, lift up onto the knees, and reach the arms up and overhead, turning the chest toward the ceiling. As you exhale, carefully with control, release back down into folding child. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come back up. And exhale, carefully release on down. Let's keep going. Inhale up. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. And then come into the pose and stay. Reaching up. Feeling the heart open. And then exhale, releasing to child's pose. Good. So go ahead and take the hands forward, like a traditional child's pose. And we'll come into what's called active child. So with the fingertips still on the floor, lift the palms like you're clawing the floor and walk your fingertips forward away from you about 1 or 2 inches. And as you do that, powerfully sink your hips back down towards your heels. And feel this big stretch in your body from the lower back all the way up into the shoulders, arms, and hands. Good. Release the palms. Inhale up to hands and knees. Downward facing dog, please. Beautiful. And in down dog, walk the hands back to meet the feet, coming into standing forward fold. Knees are slightly bending here, never locked. And then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back, come all the way up to standing. And release the arms on down. Good. So noticing what's going on in your body so far. Again, there's two reasons why I ask you to be aware of sensation. One is to just know what's going on. Always good to know that. The second is that it brings your mind out of your head and stops stress cycles. So trying to get this mat to work. There we go. I'm on carpet, so it's always moving around. So we are going to work a bit more with the hips and strengthening the lower back as well. Today is actually a full moon, so this practice is actually leaning more toward what's called a lunar practice. So in a couple of exercises from now, we're going to do an exercise called a moon salutation. And it's not so much about that it's really different physically, though there are some differences. It's about the quality we bring to the exercise. And so in yoga, we call this bhavana, which directly translates to mean sensation, but it's this idea of spaciousness, at least for a lunar perspective, this idea of spaciousness, watchfulness, and feminine energy. So non-reactive, cooler in temperament, and open in idea and mind. So we're going to bring that bhavana, that idea, into this next practice. So go ahead and take your feet nice and wide apart. And this isn't yet the moon salutation that's coming down the line here. All right. And your feet are going to point directly forward. Actually, I have to remember this one. No, the feet point out to the sides, 45 degrees. Good. And then go ahead and lift the arms up and overhead. And it's like you're holding onto a ball above your head. Think about it as the full moon. There we go. Deep breath in. With your exhale, bend both knees out toward their toes and sink down into a squat. Then inhale, come back up. Let's do that again. Exhale, sinking down, holding on to that moon. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sink. Inhale back up. We're going to add on to this time, okay? So exhale, sink down, and then hinge at the hips and bring the chest parallel to the floor. And then inhale, lift the chest first, then straighten the legs. So it's kind of a two-part inhale, two-part exhale. Exhale, sink down, and chest parallel to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, and inhale, straighten the legs. Now, if it's too much to have the arms straight up, you can always bring your hands onto your hips and do it here, but try to keep the spine flat, okay? Exhale, sinking down, chest parallel to the floor. Lift the chest, then straighten the legs. Exhale, sink and fold. Inhale, lift and rise. Sink and fold. Lift and rise. One more time, sink and fold. Lift and rise. Release the arms for a moment. We are going to come back into that, but I want to bring back in that idea of bhavana. So with the eyes closed, standing nice and tall, legs are still wide. Find your breath. And I want you to picture the full moon in the sky above you. And today is actually a super moon, meaning that the moon is closest to Earth in its orbit. And so it's a lot of gravity. In some ways, we're lighter in this moment because it's so close. It's pulling us to support us in these standing postures. It's watchful, it's peaceful, it's calm. And feel those qualities embodied in your consciousness in this moment. We're going to come back into the previous exercise and we're going to hold the pose with the chest parallel to the floor. And I want you to try to keep this bhavana going as we're there. So your eyes can be closed or remain or can be open as well, whichever works for you. But when you're ready, lift the arms up, or you could do hands on your hips. With your exhale, bend the knees and bring the chest parallel to the floor. Staying here for a few breaths, picture that moon in the sky behind you and feel yourself a bit lighter here. It's almost as the moon is helping to keep you suspended. Good, and then think about the moon helping to lift your chest and then lift you back up to standing. Release the arms. Turn the feet parallel, pointing directly forward, and hinge at the hips and fold down over wide legs. Knees are soft. And that moon is still in the sky. Good, and when you're ready, go ahead and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Good. Go ahead and bring the feet together. And step to the top of your mat. We're going to move into the sun salutation, or I should say, sorry, moon salutation next. And this will incorporate some of the work we've already done with like hero's pose and upward facing dog. And it's also going to incorporate a lunge. And some of the movement might feel similar to things that you've done before, but there's again that bit more intentionality brought to it. We move at a slower pace. And some of the arm movements are different, but you'll see it as we go along. So at the top of your mat, have your feet about hip width apart. Bring your palms to your heart and reestablish bhavana. The moon in the sky above you supporting you, the qualities of the moon beaming down upon you. You might even feel the glow of the moon on your skin, softening anything that needs to be softened physically, emotionally, psychologically. Feel the breath moving in your body. And with your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up, palms together overhead. Bring the base of the thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. Then move it to the heart. Hinge at the hips and bring the hands to the floor. Pressing palms to shins, lift yourself up halfway, inhale. And exhale, fold back down and step your right foot way back and bring the back knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up into a crescent lunge, palms together at the top. Bring the base of the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, then to the heart, then to the floor. We're going to come into child's pose from here. So sweep the left leg back, sinking into child's pose. Bring your arms down by your sides. Think about that full moon as you come into hero's pose. Reach the arms out to the sides, lift up onto the knees, reaching up. And then exhale carefully with control, releasing back into folding child. Take the hands forward onto the floor, keep them there. Slither down onto your belly. Press the arms straight, take the shoulders back, knees a lift, upward facing dog. And exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. Taking a breath or two in down dog, picture that moon in the sky. Lift your right leg toward the moon, up into the air. Exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands, help it through. Back knee comes to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, palms together. Bring the base of the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, then the heart, then the earth. Step forward, standing forward fold. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up, inhale. And exhale, fold down. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms together, eyebrow center, heart center. See the moon in the sky behind you. Feel the breath breathe. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Eyebrow center, heart center, earth, palms to shins, halfway. Exhale, release, step the left foot way back, knee to the floor. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up and back, palms together at the top. Eyebrow center, exhale, heart, earth, downward facing dog. Oops, that's supposed to be child's pose. So go and come down onto hands and knees and come to child's pose. Getting a little tripped up, it's all right. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, come into hero's pose, lifting up, reaching toward that moon above. And then exhale with control, releasing back down. Hands come forward, slithering into upward facing dog. Pulling back into downward facing dog. Finding that moon, that bhavana. And then go ahead and lift the leg, left leg into the air. And step it on through, help it forward. Back knee to the ground. Crescent lunge. Palms together at the top. Eyebrow center. Heart center. Earth. Step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms together at the top. Eyebrow center. Heart. Moon. Inhale, sweep up. Eyebrow center. Heart. Earth. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot way back. Knee to the ground. Crescent lunge, reach up. Palms together. Third eye or eyebrow center. Heart center. Earth. Now child's pose. Sweep the left leg back. Good. Bringing your arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Lift up into hero's pose. Exhale, bowing back into folding child. Hands forward on the ground. Slither forward into upward facing dog. And feel yourself pull back into downward facing dog, staying for a breath to find that moon in the sky. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward, help it through, back knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Reaching up and back, palms together, eyebrow center, heart center, earth, step forward, palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Eyebrow center, heart center. Find the moon. Inhale, sweep up. Eyebrows, heart, earth, palms to shins. Left leg steps, knee to the floor. Crescent lunge. Eyebrow center, heart center, earth, child's pose. Arms by your sides. Inhale, lift into hero's pose, reaching up and back. Exhale with control, coming back down. Hands forward. Slither into upward facing dog. Pulling back into downward facing dog. Find the moon. Left leg lifts. Step it through, help it through. Knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Eyebrow center, heart center, earth, step forward. palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms to the heart. Find the moon. Inhale, sweep up. Eyebrow center. Heart center. Earth. Halfway up. And exhale, release. Step the right foot way back. Knee to the floor. Crescent lunge. Eyebrow center. Heart center. Earth. Child's pose. Arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep up into hero's pose, reaching up and back. And then exhale, sweep down. Hands forward. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Stay for a breath, find the moon. Your right leg lifts, inhale. Step it through. Knee to the ground. Crescent lunge. Eyebrows. Heart. Earth. Stepping forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. And sweeping the arms up, the sides come all the way up. Eyebrows, heart, take an adjusting breath here. Seeing that moon in the sky behind you, feeling its glow on your skin. We'll do one more round of the moon salute. We're going to take our time on this one. With your inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Stay here, palms together, reaching toward the moon. It's as if you're drawing that moon energy down, bring the base of the thumbs to the eyebrow center. And draw that moon energy to the heart. Hinge at the hips, send that energy into the earth. Feel it move up through the spine as you lift halfway up. Folding down, send it into your left leg as you step back. Inhale into the crescent lunge, feeling that energy move up the left leg, through the spine, back up into the palms, reaching toward the moon. Stay. And exhale, bring that energy to the eyebrow center. Bring it to the heart. Send it into the earth. In child's pose, forehead toward the floor. Bring your arms down by your sides. It's as that moon energy is pooling in the space just beneath you. With your next inhale, draw it up through the body, lift into hero's pose, arms out to the side, rising through the spine, through the arms, reaching up. Then exhale, it grounds down the body as you fold back into folding child. Good, taking the hands forward. Feel that moon energy at the feet now. Feel it rise through the legs, slither forward into upward facing dog, that energy rising through the spine and up through the crown of the head. Exhale, it flow down, feel it flow down the spine as you lift back into downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. Finding that moon. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, help it through. Back knee to the ground. Good. Imagine that moon energy at the right foot. Feel it move up the leg. Feel it lift through the spine as the arms lift up and back, palms together, or as close as you can. And then draw that energy to the eyebrow center, the heart center, and the earth. Stepping forward. Good. Palms to shin, that energy moving up through the spine toward the crown of the head as you lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, feel it rise through the body, through the spine, come all the way up to standing. Reaching up. And draw it to the third eye, the eyebrow center. And bring it back to the heart. The moon in the sky above you, the moon at the heart. Good. And then taking a deeper, fuller breath, bringing yourself on back. So this is a version of a moon salute. There are several ways to do it, but that's the one that we are doing tonight. And I love the image of the moon. It's very calming for me. So hopefully that was helpful for you as well. And we're going to start to bring our energy back down to the floor now. So from where you're at, just go ahead and fold forward. And hanging forward for a moment. And then stepping carefully into downward facing dog. Then floating down onto hands and knees. You guessed it, child's pose. And go ahead and walk your hands back. Coming up to a seat and bringing your legs out in front of you. Good. Now sitting up nice and tall here, your hands can brace behind you. You're gonna have your feet about mat width apart, so nice and wide apart here, and keep them that wide apart. And then go ahead and knock the knees to the right. Left hip reaches up, and you spin around to look somewhere in the direction behind you. Good. And we're gonna do a little bit of work here in this twist. So inhale, feel the chest lift, looking up. As you exhale, bend your elbows and fold down to the right as much as you can. Then inhale, straighten the arms, look up again, feel the heart lift. And exhale, folding again. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, folding again. You might be able to twist deeper at this point. If not, it's okay. Just keep practicing where you are. Okay, so two options here for the hold. You can either keep the arms straight, working the right shoulder back, looking to the right. You also might be able to come down onto your forearms here. Okay, so either option works. And breathe, whichever version you're doing. Good. Now, if you are down on your forearms, go ahead and walk back up onto your hands. Then we'll all collectively, with an inhale, unwind back to center. Good. We get to do the other side now. So again, feet are about mat width apart. Nice tall spine. Go ahead and knock the knees to the left. Bring your right hand around to your left, planting both hands on the floor, and we'll do the work here in the pose. So inhale, feel the heart lift, looking up. With your exhale, bend the elbows, folding down to the left. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend. A few more times. Inhale. Now again, you have some options here. You can stay in the pose with the arms straightened and looking to the left. You also may want to come down onto your elbows and work the twist here. Breathing as you hold this twist. And if you're down on your elbows, go ahead and come up onto your hands. With an inhale, we'll all unwind. And feel. All right, so just a couple more exercises, and then we're going to rest for a bit. If you want to, you can sit on a folded blanket or a block for this one. You don't need it, but if you want it, you can have it. And I'm going to ask you just to bend your right knee so it comes closer in toward your chest. Now, the muscles of the calves here get really, really tight, and they don't get a lot of love. We're always massaging, the quadriceps or the lower back or the shoulders, but this area of the body gets to hold a lot of tension. And so there are a couple of things that we can do here to help relieve this tension. So I'm actually going to show you my leg here. Now, to the right, so like there's this ridge bone that goes right down the leg here. To the right of that is a kind of slender, meaty muscle here that gets so tight, it actually goes down and it rounds the inside of your foot, which can cause some arch pain sometimes, like plantar fasciitis. So when I had plantar fasciitis, my physical therapist recommended this next one. So you're going to make a fist and find a joint around here that feels pretty sturdy. It might be the base of the thumb, it might be one of the first knuckles, but you're going to start to push into the top of the muscle up toward the knee and just push downward. And then just keep doing that. Start at the top, push downward. You might play around and see which edge of your fist works best for that. I'm noticing that with a lot of hair, this is not the most comfortable thing to do, but I'll be gentle. If you, of course, have like massage oil at home or something, or even coconut oil, you could put that on here and that would make this a bit more seamless. But even this is good, even if you don't have anything. Good. Now, after about maybe 10 or so times of doing that, I want you to bring both hands into fist with the thumbs on the inside, the way that you're not supposed to punch. But this just creates kind of a more hollow fist, which is great for percussion massage. So on both sides, you're just going to start to slap around the calf. So not just the muscle we were working, but the back of the calf as well. Up and down, up and down. You can follow whatever rhythm you want to here. Up and down, up and down, up and down. 3, 2, and 1. And wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off. So it's good to feel the difference between the two sides. My right leg feels a lot better now. My left leg feels quite tight. So we're going to do that on the other side. And I'll just face you now because I was just turning the other time anyway. So with your left foot on the floor and your right leg can be extended forward, I'm tucking mine in right now. We're going to do the exact same thing. So bringing your left fist into a fist. You're going to identify that muscle on the left side of the ridge of your shin bone. Okay, so just to the left of that. And you can start pushing in from the top and pushing downward, top downward. Ooh, this is my tight side. Is this your tight side? It's my tight side. Breathe with it. Again, doing about 10 or so. Being gentle with yourself, of course. It's tight, but like I can feel it working. All right, this is one of those ones I could probably do forever. So we'll do one more time down, knowing you can always come back to it if you need to, and then bring your fists with the thumbs on the inside so it's a little bit more hollow, and just start to give a percussion massage to the left calf and even the shin a little bit here. Percussion massage is so grounding. I really recommend adding this to your day. Um, it's not just for the calf muscle. You could do this gently on your belly. Your lower back can get this. Your arms can have some percussion massage. Anywhere that you feel like you need more circulation, percussion massage is great for. And also the act of lightly drumming on yourself is actually quite grounding to your nervous system. So it's a great thing to do if you're experiencing anxiety or stress. All right. And brush off, and brush off, and brush off. Then we got brand new legs. Isn't that great? Good. So from here, go ahead and come onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest one more time once you get there. And, ending where we started, if you want to gently rock from side to side on the spine here, you can. You can take your knees into your hands and just move them around a bunch if you'd like to. You could also, if you really want to, just hold the knees still. You don't have to rock and move around. But if you want to, that option is available to you here. Good. And then do bring the hips to stillness and release the legs to the floor and make any adjustments to be comfortable here for a few minutes. Feeling the body just kind of starfish. The heels are nice and far apart. Your arms are out to the sides, palms face up. Relax your face and jaw. Relax your belly, the muscles of the pelvis. Maybe still feeling that residual sensation from the drumming on the legs. Relax your throat, your eyes. And just be aware of your experience here in this body, noticing what sensations are present. And like with our centering practice, gaze upon all you see with kind eyes. This body that works so hard for you, perfectly imperfect, all of its quirks and edges, but it's still here, still shows up for you, gazing upon it with kind eyes. There's nothing bad here. There's nothing wrong here. It just is. Peace, peace, peace. And please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath. Gently begin to make movements in the body, hands and feet, arms and legs. And when you're ready, gently rolling to your right side, coming on up to a seat from here. And once you make it to a seat, bring your left palm to your heart and place your right palm on top of that. And picture the moon in the sky behind you. Its glow on your skin, within your body. And as you feel your heart beat and your breath breathe, feel a sense of kindness come over your mind and body, nurturing and loving. You deserve your kindness. You deserve your own love. And may your work here tonight and this practice keep you connected to that truth. Namaste.